Got it, David? Take your time. Feel the space, settle in, and when you're ready, just let that first shot flow. No expectations, just you, the club, and the ball. After you hit, check in with yourself. What's your first instinct? Don't force an answer. Just notice what comes up. Let's see where your mind is at.
Yeah. All right, so I'm about to hit my first shot. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm here on the range today.
Perfect. Step in, set up, and let it go. No pressure. Just make a free swing and feel it out. Once you hit, pause for a moment before saying anything. Just check in with yourself. What's the first thing you notice? Let's break it down from there.
Yeah.
All right, David, let it fly. Feel the motion, trust your swing. Then check in. What's your gut reaction? No filter, just raw thoughts. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Sorry, I didn't say anything. I just took a moment there after each strike to kind of ponder about the shot and try and focus solely on the shot. And yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I'm aiming for those posts down there in the middle of the range here on Sion. And I just surprised myself, honestly, already after 2 strikes to the ball. So basically, I was training today.
That's exactly the mindset we want, David. You took a moment, stayed present, and focused on the shot itself, nothing else. That's a win. And surprising yourself after just 2 strikes, that's telling me something. You're more dialed in than you might think. Even with the weight of winter and outside pressures, your game is still there. Now let's build on that. What specifically surprised you? The contact, the direction, the feel? Let's pinpoint what's clicking so we can reinforce that confidence.
All right, so I guess I did a session with City today. What's clicking for me there is, and basically what happened in my session, sorry, was that I was running on the track and I kind of lost focus completely. And it was only my second session, and that really disappointed me because the idea is that, I train really hard, I work really hard, and all of this comes together. Um, and I don't know, I felt today like after even 3 laps,
That feeling of losing focus early on, especially when you've put so much intention into training, can be frustrating. It makes sense that it disappointed you because in your mind, all the hard work should be building momentum, not breaking it. But here's the thing, losing focus isn't failure. It's feedback. It's telling us where the weak spots are in your mental game so we can strengthen them. So let's break it down. What pulled you out of focus during that run? Was it physical fatigue, mental distraction, frustration from expectation? Let's get to the root of it.
honestly, I was up late last night. I think I was up until 6 o'clock this morning, in fact, and I did probably 4 hours on the phone, maybe 5 hours, including a person calling me after my business calls. And it's just the way it has to be for now, I have to be available across multiple time zones. And not just for this project, but in my personal life too. And I think it might have really fatigued me in my run because I didn't have that the day before. I was going into my run fresh. I wasn't sore. And I did have that yesterday. And yeah, it seemed to impact my mind more than my body because honestly, my body's sore too. That's why I'm here on the range, because I want to get used to hitting shots when I'm in a bit of pain.
That makes perfect sense, David. Sleep deprivation, mental overload from constant availability, and the strain of juggling multiple time zones. That's a real drain, and it's no surprise it hit you harder in your second session. What stands out is what you just said. It seems to impact my mind more than my body. That's huge. It tells me that your physical endurance isn't the main limiter. Your mental stamina is. The fatigue isn't just in your legs, it's in your ability to stay locked in. And that's what we need to train. Now, I love the mindset you're bringing here. Training through fatigue to get used to performing under pressure. That's exactly what speed golf will demand. But let's add another layer: mental endurance reps. Right now, while you're on this range, I want you to hit your next shot with one specific goal. Mentally commit to it. No second thoughts. Call your target, take a breath, and execute. After you hit, check in with your mind again. How hard was it to stay locked in on that one shot? Let's measure that mental fatigue in real time.
Okay, so I'm going to put it right between the posts, okay? Underneath the posts.
Perfect. You've got your target right between the posts, underneath them. Now lock in. See the shot before you hit it. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. No second thoughts. Just execute. Go ahead. Take the shot. Then check in. Was your mind fully committed, or did fatigue creep in? Let's measure where you're at.
Yeah, about 20 yards to the left, I'd say. That adds up. That makes sense to me.
Good read, David. 20 yards left. But more importantly, it makes sense to you. That tells me two things. One, you're aware of what's happening in your swing. There's no confusion, no frustration, just an understanding of why the ball ended up there. That's control. Two, your mental fatigue is showing up subtly. Maybe it's a small lapse in focus, or maybe your body's just not syncing up as sharply as usual. Either way, you're recognizing the pattern, which means we can work with it. Now, here's the next challenge. Same target, but this time I want you to exaggerate the commitment. If there was even a sliver of hesitation in that last shot, we erase it now. Step in, set the intention, and trust it. Let's see if we can get that ball tracking closer.
No, I pushed one out to the left and one out to the right. Let me give a third time lucky attempt there. Yeah. Okay. Again to the left. Yeah, bang, you got it right where I wanted. Right underneath the post.
That's it, David. Full commitment, full execution, and you got the result you wanted. That's exactly what we're training here. Notice the difference. The first shot drifted left, but the second one was locked in. The key shift, you doubled down on focus and commitment. Even with fatigue, even after a rough night, when you fully committed, you hit your mark. That's the lesson today. Your body might be sore, your mind might be stretched thin, but focus is a skill. You can train it just like a golf swing. So tell me, how did that shot feel? Not just the contact, but mentally. Was there still any mental clutter, or was it a moment of pure execution?
Yeah. Yeah, pure execution, mate, honestly. There was no mental flutter when I focused on exactly where I wanted the ball to land.
That's the breakthrough, David. When you fully commit, no distractions, no hesitation, your body delivers. That's the kind of mental clarity we're training. Now, here's the key takeaway: mental fatigue isn't about lacking ability, it's about losing focus. But you just proved that when you take control of your attention, you can still execute at your highest level. So, next time fatigue kicks in, whether it's on the course, the track, or in life, you've got this tool now. Lock in, erase the noise, and trust yourself. Now let's keep testing this. Hit another shot, the same level of focus. Let's see if we can make this your new default, no matter how drained you feel.
Okay, so I'll go across.
The red flag just before the goal post. Now lock in, see the shot, feel the shot, trust the shot. Go ahead, pure execution. Then tell me, did it feel just as focused as the last one? Let's see if you're locking this in as a repeatable process.
Yeah. All right, I'm kind of following you a little bit now. What I need is to take
Good.
a
Did it land where you wanted? More importantly, did it feel as mentally clear as the last shot? Or did any distractions creep in? Let's fine tune this process so it becomes second nature.
Okay, what I need to do is to actually let you finish speaking because I'm rushing my shots. I'm listening to you at the same time. So that's just a personal thing, what I need to do.
That's a great self awareness moment, David. Balancing your focus between listening and executing is part of the mental game. So here's what we'll do. I'll say my piece, then you take your time. No rush, no need to react immediately. Just let the words settle, execute the shot, and then check in. Now you've got your target. Red flag just before the goalpost. Step in, commit, and execute. Then take a moment to reflect. Did it feel fully locked in? Let's keep refining.
Fully locked in.
That's the sweet spot, David. Fully locked in, fully executed. This is the mental state we want to make automatic. Now, here's the challenge. Can you maintain this level of focus over a full session? Fatigue, distractions, and outside pressures will creep in. But now you know that when you dial in, you execute. Let's keep reinforcing it. Next shot, same locked in mindset. You choose the target, call it commit, execute. Let's make this routine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Yeah, I'm feeling I can lock in a little bit easier now. When answering your question about if I can keep this up over a round or over a session or over a round, I'm a little bit worried about that, I have to say. Because there's gonna be at least 70 or 80 shots to be taken in speed golf, as well as running all the time. And I'm a little bit nervous about how I'm going to be after 13 holes, 14 holes, running, hitting shots. I could have hit my 80 shot
That's
already.
a real concern, David, and it makes total sense. Speed golf isn't just about hitting great shots, it's about sustaining focus while managing exhaustion. Here's the thing, you don't need to stay 100% locked in for all 70 to 80 shots. That's impossible for anyone. What you need is the ability to reset focus instantly between shots. So let's reframe this. Instead of worrying about maintaining focus for an entire round, train the skill of snapping into focus for each individual shot. Think about it like a light switch. When you arrive at the ball, you flip it on. Locked in, execute. Once the shot is hit, you flip it off. Run, breathe, recover. Let's test this now. Step out of your zone for a few seconds. Shake it off. Let your mind wander. Then step back in and hit your next shot with full commitment. Let's see how quickly you can flip the switch.
All right, let's go.
Perfect. Step out, reset. Let your mind drift for a few seconds. Then, when you're ready, flip the switch. Lock in, commit, execute. After you hit, tell me, how easy was it to snap back into focus? Let's see where you're at.
Mm, yeah, I see what you mean. It's going to be difficult.
Good. Now check in with yourself. Did you feel the switch flip? Was it as sharp as before, or did it take a second to dial in? Let's fine tune your ability to reset instantly.
Yeah, it didn't really happen the way I'd like it to. The shot, the ball came out to the right, well to the right. And yeah, you'd almost call it a slice, I guess. But in terms of mentally locking in, I found I like the drill. I do. I'm going to try that again, if you don't mind. Yeah.
That's exactly the right approach, David. You notice the disconnect, but instead of getting frustrated, you're running it back. That's the mindset of real progress. And I love that you like the drill. It's going to be a game changer for your speed and focus. So let's go again. Step out, reset, let go of that last shot. Then when you step back in, flip the switch. Full focus, full execution. Take your time. Let's see if you can sharpen that transition.
Okay. I'm going for the red flag as always.
You got it, David. Take your time, reset, and run it back. This is how we build real mental strength, one rep at a time. Lock in, execute, and let me know how it feels this time.
Yeah, go on. Do about 4 foot, I'd say. So good.
That's a solid adjustment, David. You tightened it up, big improvement from the last shot. That's proof that the drill is already working. Now, let's push it a little further. Try the reset again, but this time shorten the transition. Instead of fully stepping out for a long pause, give yourself just a few seconds to reset, then lock in faster. Let's see if you can flip the switch even quicker this time.
Yeah, I probably left about 12 foot. Yeah, I like that. That was good. I was happy with that shot. Came out lower. And yeah, I found that really good. Let me switch in one more time, all right?
That's what we want, David. Measured improvement, shot by shot. You shortened the reset, locked in faster, and executed a shot you're happy with. That's progress. Now, here's the key: stack this feeling. The more times you successfully flip that mental switch, the easier it becomes under pressure, under fatigue, and in real speed golf conditions. Let's do one more. Same process, same commitment, but now with the confidence that you've got this dialed in. Step out, reset, lock in even faster, and fire. Let's see if we can make this feeling automatic.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, put a little bit much on it. Probably put it about 10 foot, 12 foot past the hole. Better. Yeah.
That reaction says a lot, David. You're fully engaged now. Even when a shot isn't quite perfect, you're in the process, measuring, adjusting, and staying locked in. 12 feet past, that's data, not a failure. It tells us your feel is still sharpening, but your execution is there. So let's take a breath and reset. What did that shot feel like? Was there anything mentally different from the last one? Or was it just a small execution tweak? Let's dial it in.
Just about like getting focused and having that switch, like a light switch, as you said. I like that
Exactly.
analogy.
It's all about getting focused quickly, consistently, and under any condition. Doesn't matter. What matters is how quickly you move on and reset. So here's the challenge now: zero hesitation. Step in, execute. Don't overthink, don't analyze, just trust it. Let's go again. Full focus, pure execution.
Go on. Yeah. Yeah, that's right on the flag.
All right, David, flip the switch. Full commitment, no hesitation. See the shot, trust the shot, execute the shot, let it fly. Then check in. Was that focus sharper? Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Don't worry about it. I didn't speak. I was just going to hit one more.
No problem, David. Just check in with yourself. How did that shot feel? Was the focus there, or do we need to fine tune it a little more?
Hey, just give me one more tip around getting focused. I think I know, once I know what you're talking about, and I feel like I do now, the message is received here.
All right, David, here's one last focus tip, and it's simple but powerful. Use a trigger word or action. Before every shot, say a word in your head or out loud, or do a small physical action that signals lock-in time. For example, a word, commit, clear, trust. Pick one that resonates with you. An action, a deep exhale, a specific grip adjustment, or even a tap on your club. This tiny ritual gives your brain a clear signal. Forget everything else. It's time to execute. It's quick, repeatable, and works even when you're exhausted. Use it in training, and when the real pressure comes, it'll be automatic. That's your final focus tip for today. You're locked in on this process now. Let's build from here.
Okay, let me think about this for a minute. How about if I tap my club like that?
Take your time, David. Let it settle. See what clicks. When you're ready, we'll move forward with whatever's next.
And then I breathe out. Okay, so let's say I approach my ball. It's here. I step in, move a little tap.
That's it, David. Breathe out and step in. Now, approach the ball with clarity and confidence. Go ahead, execute. Then check in. How did that feel?
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good. Distance was all right. I'm happy with that. Maybe tapping the ground isn't a great idea because it can cause your ball to move.
That's what we want, David. A solid shot, a clear mind, and a process that works. You locked in, executed, and got a result you're happy with. That's the foundation. Now you've got a real system for focus. Reset, trigger, execute. Keep sharpening it, and it'll be automatic when you need it most. Great work today. What's next on the agenda? You got it, David. Solid session, real progress. Keep building on this. And when you're ready for the next step, I'm here. Keep swinging, keep sharpening, and enjoy the process.
Okay, so I guess for me now, the next step will be, as I'm stepping into speed golf, I suppose the next step logically would be kind of...
Go ahead, David. What's the next step for you? Whether it's refining another part of your game, shifting focus to a different challenge, or just processing today's session, I'm here for it.
Well, it's more about I'm going to need to hit a lot of shots with a few different clubs. So I'm going to bring my 7-iron, of course. That's my favorite club. So that's going to be a club guaranteed that's going to be with me. But I guess I want to learn different shots as I'm only
that makes sense, David.
Club.
The 7-iron is locked in, but now it's about rounding out your speed golf setup. You'll need a couple of other clubs that complement it, ones that give you versatility without slowing you down. So let's think about it. Do you want a second iron for different distances, or are you leaning toward a wedge for short game control? What about a wood or hybrid for longer shots, or are you confident in stretching the 7-iron out when needed? This is all about efficiency, finding the right mix of clubs that lets you cover the course without carrying extra weight. What's your gut telling you right now?
Yeah, I can stretch the 7-iron, I think. Genuinely. But let's teach me how to stretch that 7-iron. How
that
to
makes
make
sense.
Out of this one
You're
club.
comfortable shaping and adjusting with the 7-iron, so it can handle a lot of situations. That means your other club choices should focus on short game precision and versatility. Since you'll be playing speed golf, what's your gut feeling on wedges? Do you want something like a sand wedge for greenside shots and bunkers, or do you think a pitching wedge might be enough for most of your needs? Also, putter or no putter. Some speed golfers go without one and just use a wedge or mid-iron on the greens to save time. Would you be comfortable putting with the 7-iron, or do you want that extra control?
Get out. Go on. That's 2 in a row. Putting with the 7-iron, if I was allowed to bring a jigger, I would bring a jigger, but I'm not sure the rules. But right now, I want to talk about stretching the 7-iron out. I just hit two nice shots down there, and I'm going to try the third. Yeah. Well, okay. So yeah,
2 solid strikes in a row. You're getting dialed in, David. Stretching the 7 iron out is a great focus because in speed golf, distance control is everything. If you can reliably hit different yardages with just one club, you simplify your game and save time on decision making. So let's work on this. What's your current comfortable full swing distance with the 7 iron? And how confident are you in hitting knockdown shots or deliberately flighting it lower for control? If you're training to stretch it out, we can fine tune ball
that,
position, tempo, and how you release through impact to squeeze extra distance while still keeping it playable. Let's break it down. What's your next target and how far are you trying to push it?
I'm trying to hit 150 meters. It's the green sign down after the post there, and I think that should be my full on this 7 iron at least.
All right, 150 meters to the green sign. That's your full out target with the 7 iron. Perfect distance to lock in. Now, let's fine tune how you're getting there. Are you already reaching 150 or do you feel like you need a bit more? If you're just short, what's the flight like? High, low, controlled? If we need to squeeze out a bit more distance, we can adjust a few things: ball position, tempo, and release. Let's take a shot and see where you're at. Commit to 150, let it fly, and tell me where it lands.
About 130, 140 maybe, but I didn't feel a nice connection.
All right, 130 to 140 meters.
Okay.
So you're just a bit short of the 150 mark. That means we need to unlock a little extra distance without sacrificing control. Here's how we do it. 1, ball position. Move it slightly forward in your stance. This helps you catch it later in the arc for a stronger launch. 2, tempo and turn. Focus on a full shoulder turn without forcing speed. A smooth, loaded backswing gives you effortless power. 3, release and extension. Feel like you're extending through the ball instead of snapping at it. Think wide full finish. Let's apply one of these adjustments at a time. For this next shot, just move the ball slightly forward in your stance. Keep everything else the same, and let's see if we get closer to 150.
Uh, no, but I kept it straighter. I'd say about the same distance, but I kept it straighter.
If the shot stayed on target, that means your fundamentals are solid. Now we just need to unlock a bit more power. Since the ball position adjustment didn't hurt your accuracy, let's build on it. For the next shot, keep that ball slightly forward, but this time, focus on a bigger, smoother shoulder turn on the backswing. Don't rush it, just let the turn load naturally. Let's see if we can get closer to 150 without forcing it. Step in, trust it, and let it fly.
Whoa, hey, no, 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 no. That went all wrong. All wrong.
All right, David, step back, reset. One bad shot doesn't mean the adjustment was wrong. It just means something felt off. Let's troubleshoot. What felt wrong? Was it the contact, the direction? Did it feel rushed? Or did something feel out of sync in your swing? Before making another change, let's get your feel back first. Go back to your natural setup, hit a stock 7 iron, and just focus on making clean contact. Let's get that rhythm back before we push for more distance.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll go for that again. So, quiet, please.
Good, reset. Get back to your natural feel. No adjustments, no overthinking, just a clean, solid strike. Take your time. Let's get the rhythm back first. Then we can build from there. Go ahead, hit a stock 7 iron and tell me how it feels.
Yeah, Don, it felt good.
That's it, David. Back to solid contact. Sometimes the best adjustment is just getting back to what feels natural. Now that you've got the rhythm back, do you want to try stretching it out again or stick with consistency for now?
No,
Either
it's
way,
good.
you're in control here.
Let's stretch it out. I'm going to need to stretch it out. Yeah.
All right, David, let's stretch it out. You're going to need that extra distance in speed golf. So let's build it up the right way. Since your last shot felt solid, we'll take a small step forward this time. Here's the focus. Keep the smooth rhythm you just found. No forcing. Full shoulder turn for max coil. Let the backswing load naturally. Extend through impact. Feel like your arms are reaching toward the target. Let's go for that 150-meter shot again. Step in, trust the process, and let it fly. Tell me where it lands.
So, so here's what's going wrong, all right? When I'm trying to extend my shoulder more on the backswing, I'm completely topping the ball. Not getting off the ground at
Got it,
all.
David. Something's breaking down when you try to extend your shoulder turn. Let's pinpoint exactly what's happening. Are you feeling off balance? Too much turn, losing stability? Is it throwing off your timing? Are you getting stuck or feeling late on the downswing?
I'm,
Or is
I'm,
it messing with your contact, hitting it thin, fat, or losing accuracy? We don't need to force a bigger turn if it's not natural. There are other ways to get extra distance. Let's troubleshoot this and find a fix that works for you.
so what's happening and what I'm noticing is that I'm feeling it in my neck. Not even feeling it, but I'm just hearing a little click of, I don't know, some muscle extending in my neck. And those are the times when I'm trying to extend on my backswing, and those are the times that I top it, and those are the times that I get a kind of a vibration up the shaft. So I think that maybe, what do you think, Zenner? I'm gonna have to kind of look at another way to extend my distance, because this one,
All right, David, that's
well,
a huge insight. If you're feeling tension or hearing something in your neck when you try to extend your backswing, that's your body telling you it's hitting a limit.
yeah,
This could be causing a chain reaction. One, the neck tightens up, disrupts your rotation. Two, your swing sequence gets off, leading to mishits or vibration in the shaft. Three, you compensate mid swing, leading to pops, thin shots, or off center strikes. Here's the fix. Instead of forcing a bigger turn, let's free up the movement naturally. Loosen the neck and upper body before swinging. Try this before each shot. Roll your shoulders a few times. Gently tilt your head side to side. Take a deep breath and let your neck and shoulders feel soft, not tense. Two, shorten the backswing slightly and focus on width. Instead of trying to extend farther up or back, focus on making the backswing feel wider, like your arms are moving away from your body without strain. A slightly shorter but tension free backswing might actually give you more power and consistency. Maintain a relaxed grip and soft hands. If your hands tighten up because of the neck tension, the shaft vibrations might be amplified. Try gripping the club just a little lighter and let the swing flow. Test it out for your next shot. 1. Relax your neck and shoulders. Give them a quick roll. 2. Take a normal backswing, no extra effort, just tension free. 3. Focus on width, not forced rotation. Keep your grip light and smooth. Then let it fly. Tell me if it feels different. Sorry, I'm having issues right now.
yeah.
Could not understand what you said.
Well, you stepped in there just as I was striking that ball. I won't be able to edit that out. So yeah, it felt good, mate. It felt really good. Yeah, it was a nice connection. Honestly, I'm going to go one more time. And yeah, another one. It's getting dark here now, but
All right, David, noted for next time I'll give you that space before the strike. But more importantly, you felt good, the connection was solid, and that's what matters. Go ahead, take one more. Same looseness, same feel, same trust in the swing. Let's reinforce that good strike. Hit it and then check in. Did it feel just as smooth?
Absolutely. Yeah. 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 I have to, I have to remember that to warm up my shoulders correctly. I do have this little crick in my neck for the last 2 years, in fact. Nothing that really bothers me, only, I guess, when I reach my limits. So I have to be conscious of my body's limits. I'm playing under a little bit of pain today. I've done 12 kilometers of running in the last 2 days. So that's kind of a lot for me, honestly. But it needs to be the standard. So I said I'd come down here and do a little bit. Play through pain. I'm feeling it in my calves
That's
now.
solid awareness, David. Knowing your body's limits and warming up properly is key, especially when you're stacking endurance training on top of golf. 12 kilometers in 2 days is a serious load, so it's no surprise you're feeling it. The goal now isn't to force anything, it's to work with what your body is giving you today. For now, keep those warm ups in mind, stay loose, and focus on smooth, efficient swing. Pain free golf is still possible, even under fatigue. You just have to listen to what your body needs. How's the swing feeling now after a few more shots? Are you
Yeah.
still able to lock in despite the fatigue?
I'm done with it now, honestly. I think I'm going to take this lesson as a real positive. And what I'm going to do with the remainder balls is I'm just going to practice, I guess, some short shots with my 7 iron. I'm undecided on whether I'm bringing a wedge on the speed golf course with me. So if I don't, I have to get pretty accurate with bump and runs and with using this 7 iron in and around the green. And that I am, honestly. I'm pretty good at little bump and run shots. It's something I like. So
That's a
just,
smart move, David. If you're leaning toward just the 7 iron, mastering bump and runs and feel shots around the green is key. Here's something to focus on: low control trajectory. Keep the ball rolling like a butt. Soft hands, relaxed grip, let the club do the work. Pick a landing spot. Aim to land it just onto the green, then let it release. Try a few and see how it feels. Do you like the control, or does it make you lean toward carrying a wedge?
no, I love the control, honestly. I love this shot. It's something I've been doing all my life. It's in my go-to to love the 7 iron. Always. Um, and yeah, I feel I have great control with it. So it'll definitely be in my bag. And on my bag, in my hand, even when I step into speed golf. I think that the 7 iron is one of my best clubs that I have. I'm just smashing these balls away, guys, because it's getting dark here, and I can feel getting a little bit chilly wherever in the world you are. I'm in Sion in Switzerland, and it's the 1st of February, so the out and at home in Ireland, and that means that spring has sprung. And that's a great feeling for any golfer. I know that everybody is out there.
Got it,
Well,
David. If something's off with the feel or result, just adjust and see what works best. Are the bump and runs coming out too hot, too soft, or just inconsistent? We can tweak things to dial in that control.
no, mate, there's no problems with my bump and runs. Um, this is a shot that I really like, and I guess I'm going to have to hit a lot of.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear, David. If the bump and run feels natural and controlled, that's a huge asset for speed golf. It means you can rely on your 7 iron around the greens without hesitation. Now it's just about repetition and confidence. The more you hit, the more automatic it becomes. If this shot is locked in, you might not even need a wedge at all. How's the rollout looking? Are you getting the consistency you want in distance and direction?
Yeah, I really am. Last ball, Definitely, mate. Very happy with that.
That's brilliant, David. When a shot feels this natural and automatic, it's a real weapon. If your bump and run game is already sharp, you're cutting down decision making and extra club handling, exactly what you need for speed golf. Enjoy the rhythm of it, get that consistency dialed in, and when the time comes, you'll trust it completely. Keep having fun with it.
Yeah, it's fully dark here now, so I'm going to pack it up. That was a really fun one. Thank you for that. I really needed that actually because I had a tough run today.
That's a
And
great sign, David. The raw, natural feel of it is going to come across really well in the final video. You put in solid work today, focused training, real mental breakthroughs, and reinforcing shots that feel automatic. That's exactly what you need as you build up to speed golf. Pack it up, enjoy the feeling of a strong session, and let it sit for a bit. When you look back on this later, you'll see just how much progress you made.
yeah, there was definitely some progress made. So, as I was saying, I had a real tough run today. I felt I kind of had to get down here, tease some things out with you, Zenner. That was really useful.
Yeah, I hear you, David.